Hey everyone, my name is Zhou He. Today I'm going to present my mini field research pilot study and my personal reflection. The main purpose of this pilot study is to test the feasibility of the using secondary data source to examine Japanese tourist spending behavior. Specifically, I aim to identify key spending categories such as accommodation, food, and activities to evaluate the reliability of the data source and enhance our own skill in data analysis and systemic organization. In terms of the research methodology, this research adopts a quantitative approach using document and literature analysis. Due to time limitation, primary data collection were not feasible. Therefore, I relied on secondary sources such as academic journal, government reports from Statistics Canada and Destination Canada, and data from Japanese National Tourism Organization. This method is suitable for observing existing patterns and changing and allowed for timely but explosion for my research question. Before starting, I clarify my focus. I decide to concentration on all the Japanese tourists and their expenditure on accommodation and food. I expanded my literature review using sources like UNWTO Destination Vancouver and Statistics Canada in the last 5 years. From the data arrangement, I use tools like the EndNote Excel to organize the citation and sourcing effectively. So this is my research question. What's post-pandemic spending tendency among the Japanese tourists in Vancouver have been identified in the recent tourism research and government report, and how can this insight do some improvement in the Vancouver destination marketing and strategy? This is mainly about some literature and the document that is the focus of my research analysis. Now, let's move on the data collection and data analysis. From this data, I observed that spending by international tourists in Canada in 2023 has surpassed pre-pandemic level, reaching 106% of the 2080 spending. In Vancouver, the most popular active among the Japanese tourists including shopping, sightseeing, dining, festival, and visiting park. For Japanese tourists, they usually spend 2,000 and 4,000 per person, with accommodation and food being the largest expenses category. Moreover, I found that Japanese tourists usually tend to stay in British Columbia for about 10 to 20 days, which means that they might just have short trips in Vancouver. Moreover, I found that among the Japanese tourists from the pandemic, there is a tendency for high spending, which is mainly influenced by raising price and revenue travel. We also found that they have a certain preference regarding travel spending in Vancouver, such as their tendency to choose options that prioritize safety, hygiene, and high service quality. Therefore, we believe that the local developer can make some improvement to tourism strategy based on this phenomenon and choice preference. Regarding on my experience with this assignment, I want to say at the beginning, my research was not a very successful topic because I chose the Japanese tourists in Kyoto and their motivation for visiting Vancouver, knowing the indigenous culture. However, as I dive deeper, I realized that this topic is very sensitive and complex, which forced me to abandon it. Therefore, I believe that the interest in research and the feasibility of the research need to be balanced, and not all the research topics are suitable for the investigation. My previous performation topic have too small a population to conduct a research, And even if I can complete it, it did not lead a successful to the destination. Then, regarding my personal research skill and the progress I made in this assignment, I first learned how to determine the research method based on the topic need to the study and the kind of the research method to choose within a real time frame. If I can do the research of my now topic to dig more, I will do some first data collection as well to dive more. Thank you. And this is my reference that I use in this assignment.